tell me about this car. What?
Oh, this car.
Yeah, dude.
Well,
You have a crazy backstory on this car, how you got it.
yeah. So I had a 69 C10 that I built. It was a great truck, but it just wasn't like my dream car.
Yeah.
Like I'll probably build another one,
Yeah.
but this was one of my dream cars. It's a 1968 Camaro, has an LS3 engine.
Hell yeah.
It's got probably a little over 500 horsepower. Just got new Forge Line rims on it.
You're so proud of those rims,
I love
dude.
it. Well, they took forever to get them. They're all made to order, so it takes like months to get these.
You were like embarrassed to even drive the car without the proper rims.
Yeah,
I remember that.
everyone's like, let's do a photo shoot. And I was like, not yet.
Not yet.
Wait till the rims come in, because this is how it should look to me at
Yeah.
least. But yeah, the car was in the movie Need for Speed.
That was the crazy thing that you were telling me, yeah.
So they built two identical ones. 'Cause
Yeah.
typically in movies there's like the hero car, which
Yeah.
is this car evidently, and then the car that they just like burn the doors off of.
The doubles car,
Do a lot of crazier stunts in.
Yeah.
And I think it's also just kind of like a backup. Like if
So you
one
got the
gets-
hero, this is the hero's
This
car.
is supposedly the hero car.
Oh,
I don't know,
damn.
but they're both identical. I would be happy with either one.
Yeah.
I'll go look at this car.
Yeah.
And if it was in Atlanta, I'll go
I
fly to
remember that.
Atlanta.
You flew
I'll
with,
look at the
Luce.
car. With
with
Luciano.
Luce, yeah.
I'll go look at the car. If it's the one, I'll buy it. So
I remember watching your story, like coming all the way back home. Yeah, that was crazy, dude.
it was nuts. So yeah, we drove to Atlanta. I saw the car. I was like, there's definitely some things wrong with it. Like
Yeah.
I felt it in the drivetrain.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to drive this all the way across the country.
Yeah.
I was like, let's just see how far we get.
Damn.
I was like, man, if we
Those
get
are the best though.
If
Those
we
are
get
the best
stuck,
times.
yeah, it's like I got AAA, we got cell phones, like
got
it's
AAA.
2019, like we can figure this out.
My relationship with Jones is very interesting because with Osu Films, we're so lucky that we have such a great group of creatives. So I'm friends with Jones because of Darian, who's the photography world. Oh, what kind of face is that, man?
Don't make that again, dude.
You can't go from Jones shirtless and then cut to that, man.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah,
All the lady owners.
They still come for it.
So as you can see, this is Jones's crib. It's amazing, creative, cave here. But you're a photographer, and I didn't know till recently that you were Ariana Grande's photographer. That's like one of the startup jobs that you have.
No, yeah, so it's just a trip to, so basically I started working with Ariana Grande, like she was probably like 18 or 19.
Got you.
And
Was she still doing like Nickelodeon?
Yeah, she was just an actress on
Yeah.
Nickelodeon, and I was like, I met her in the studio with a co-star of hers, and she was in the booth singing, and it was dark, like I couldn't see her. I was just like, Jesus, who's singing in there?
Damn.
And then this little chick comes out, and I'm like, who else was in there? Like Rihanna in there or something? And she was just like super sweet, and I was just like, wow, this person's like not normal.
So
she's like
before
freakishly
she really
talented.
blew up, she already stole your heart just from the
Yeah,
talent that you got.
so I had worked with a lot of artists. Like kind of my background, especially around that time, was like working with up and coming artists and helping develop them, coming up with all their like visuals and songwriting and doing a lot of like A&R stuff. And so I had just left an artist that I was like managing, and I was kind of like in a limbo stage where I was just focusing on directing.
I didn't know you did all that.
Yeah.
Damn.
As soon as I heard her sing, and I was just like, man, I need to put all my eggs in this basket. Like, Ari is an incredibly talented human being. I'd never seen anything like that. I've seen things that have mad potential, but I was just like, I know this girl is gonna blow up. Like, and it changed my whole life. Like, I went from, I'm gonna go out drinking on Thursday, and like, I'll work tomorrow. You couldn't do that. Like, Ari operates on such a high level that like I had to sober my whole life up, get everything together, and be able to perform on her level. And it was like incredible to watch. Like, so we did like YouTube videos and like little cover videos, and then it's like something just shifted and started getting more attention. And then she made the song The Way, which was her first single, and I was like, this is big. Like, and she put it out, and it went like #1 super fast. I was like, can people just do that? She was like, let's make a music video for it. And I was like, all right. So I'm going from making little YouTube videos to directing a music video that's gonna probably get like billions of views.
No pressure.
And it's gonna be on like MTV and like all of this shit you grow up watching. You know what I mean? I was just like, it was weird. And like you look at her now, however many years later, like 8 years later, and she's like,
Conquer the world, man. Yeah.
she's like a household name.
Yeah. Absolutely.
It was so cool to watch. It was also really hard to watch. Like, you know,
there's extreme highs and extreme lows. In
there
this
is.
industry.
It's
Yeah.
stressful. Like I couldn't be a pop artist. Like it's the amount of stress, the amount of work it takes. People just think that they're just like, oh, you got all the money, you get everything for free, but it's like, you don't know what it's like to promo a single. You have to fly to like 3 different cities in a day, be up at like 5 a.m. to be on the early morning show, and you're doing it all night long, doing interviews and driving, and it's like
Without slipping up.
excruciating, man. Like,
to have that kind of work ethic at that age is not normal.
no,
Yeah.
I mean, she works harder than anyone I've ever encountered. She was just, it's so many levels of like out of this world talent in that girl. I mean, and it's just, I don't know, it blew my mind. I always went home at the end of the day like, you need to do more with your life. You know?
Inspire you to
She's
push
so
the next
impressive,
level.
man.
Yeah.
She's so impressive, and she deserves all the success. And yeah, I mean, she's an amazing human. It's very inspiring. I feel like if I was gonna grow and have more to offer, I need to kind of go on my own lane and work on my own stuff and be my own artist. And it was never that I wanted to leave her. It was that I really wanted to have more to offer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
When you're in that box, it's an amazing box, but it's still a box. It's still limiting.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you cap at a certain point in your career, so you got to go and do the next thing.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's just kind of what I've done. I shifted. It was really nerve-wracking leaving something that was very stable and, you know, a lot of like a great paycheck to not knowing at all where my career was going to go. Like, I had no idea if I was going to even have a job or for how long. And fortunately, I found my way and I did really well, and I'm thankful for that.
I've met a lot of people, dude. You have a really great story.
It's a
unique.
wild city for the stories, man. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you look at all 4 of us here. It's like we're all from completely different places, and we all have very unique stories, but we gravitate toward each other.
All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching the video. It's crazy how Osu Films really brings in like so many different creatives. I'm very honored, and dude, it was fun working out.
My pleasure, bro.
Take it easy,
Thanks
brother.
for kicking my ass.